Alrighty. Hi everyone. Good. What is it? Is it afternoon now? I don't know. I can't see the time. Yeah, it's afternoon. So I'll make it quick. My project is called Syok Sale Sifu, and it's by me, obviously. But I thought I'd call it something unique that will resonate with sort of the Malaysian culture and Syok being something that means like awesome or amazing. And I thought it'd be good to call it Sifu, Sale Sifu, because I'm kind of like the Sifu in this situation where I'm finding you guys the best deals. So I'll just do an introduction. Again, just like everyone else, everyone loves a good deal, right? We're all out there trying to find something that we can buy for a discounted price. No one's going to argue about that. But here's the thing: I noticed that there's a lot of deals where I always find out after the deal's finished, and I'm always wondering, why didn't I find this deal before? So with that said, I had a look online to see where people find deals, and to my surprise, especially in Malaysia, there really isn't, to my knowledge anyway, a centralized place where people can find all these aggregated deal sites that's put together. It's usually like Shopee, where their sales are stuff that's on their website, but again, you could find something that's on, let's say, JD Sports, for example, or H&M Malaysia, where you're not really going to find these on Shopee, the website. So I thought, why don't we create something where everyone can find these deals in one area, which is why I created Syok Sale Sifu. This is me, by the way, 3 months ago. Complete change to what I am now, but there we go. So why make this app? Why am I making it? What's in it for me or you in this matter? Where are all the good deals? That's something that I asked myself. And I thought, again, just not wanting to repeat myself, I thought we need a place where we can find good deals because everyone can benefit. Who benefits from the deals? Everyone benefits, I think. The people who are using it, they benefit because they find good deals. The people who are selling the items, the products, they're obviously benefiting because there's something that's on sale is a product that they want to get rid of, they want to sell and make money from. So they're benefiting because people are finding those deals. How does it make money? It saves you money as a user, but it makes the businesses money because they like to sell stuff that would otherwise be made redundant. And it would make me, as the designer of this website, money because using affiliate links, I think I could add a bit of commission to each deal that a user buys through my website. And is it proven? Yes, it is. There's similar websites in other countries, such as the UK, where I'm from, where there's a very popular website called Hot UK Deals, which you can check out. They make a lot of money, and pretty much everyone uses it to find good deals. The technologies that I used are pretty standard across the board for what other people used. I know Arif used Cloudinary. It's something that I recommend as well. It's a great application. For the purpose that I used it for is so that when you upload a picture or an image, which means the same thing, I don't know why I distinguish those two, it alters the size, so it kind of filters out, resizes the picture so that it looks good and doesn't take too much memory. The other technologies I used was JavaScript, used React.js to do the front end, some of the back end as well. PostgreSQL to do the database, and Firebase to do the authentication. Here is a basic look at the app map. This is kind of like in the inception of the app, what I created before I continued to develop the app. It's changed slightly since then, but I thought it was a good platform to start from. And the entity relationship diagram, again, certain things have changed since this original diagram, but this is pretty much the fundamentals that I used. So in that, I'll go through some of the struggles. Firebase authentication, the bane of my life. I spent 2 days trying to figure out how to use the authenticator, the tokens, to run the Thunder client. And I realized that the tokens kept running out. The authenticator token kept on running out. So Safa helped me create a method. She came up with a method to come up with a refresh token. And yeah, it's just I spent 2 days on this, and I felt like it was 2 days wasted. And it's pretty much how I felt with a lot of my coding. A lot of time was taken up trying to figure out or trying to debug issues that shouldn't really take too long. Connected to Cloudinary, again, it's a new technology that we hadn't covered in the class, so it was a lot of self-learning, but we got there in the end. Another thing that I found quite difficult was compartmentalizing code. I had kind of started just writing the code down, and it ended up, as the app grew, it ended up just becoming like a monster. Loads of code on one file, and later on you go back and you're like, what the hell is going on? You're trying to work out which part of the code is associated to the function, and eventually I had to kind of go back to the drawing board and start compartmentalizing as much as I could. A lot of it is still on one file, but I did the best I could given the time that I was given. And then the deployment to Vercel. So I wrote, of course, because I hadn't explained in the beginning to whoever's watching this anyway, that the issue that I had when deploying to Vercel, everything worked initially on the local host. Everything was functioning absolutely fine. I moved it over to Vercel, and suddenly it all just fell apart. The backend was giving me errors. The front end was giving me errors. I was debugging, spent most of yesterday trying to fix it. At some points it worked, and then other points it just broke again. So essentially, I'm going to be using localhost. Now, the other issue was when I reverted back to the localhost, not everything was working. I was having issues with the cores, and the deals endpoints seem to be having issues. Now, I haven't managed to fix that yet, but I'm going to be working on this after this presentation. So here's a demo. This is kind of like a basic idea of what it looks like, but I'll just move over one of the tabs. Actually, do you know what? Let's go back to the demo, and we exit this, pull this down. I'll bring this in. All right, just ignore the bit on the right. You don't need to focus on that. So I decided to design my website from like a mobile view, then outwards, if that makes sense. So I started off with the mobile design, and then my intention was to then change it so that it fits the desktop view. And the reason being is because like most people use mobile phones to look at the website, so it was a no-brainer for me. So again, this is the landing page. What you're seeing is the accumulation of users posting their deals on this website. And actually, I haven't mentioned it. This website is focused on a community effort. It's about the community coming together and posting deals to help others. So there is a massive element of this website is the community and helping each other out. Now, what happens is the user, if you're not logged in, you can just go in and have a look at all these deals. Now, some of these pictures I haven't updated. The idea was that in this demonstration, I would have gotten everyone to upload a deal, and then you'd be able to vote on each deal. The deal that has the highest vote is at the top. So as you can see, it's in order of the votes that it's gotten. The degree sign is a reference to how hot the deal is, essentially. And you would be able to, I don't think this one will work, so I'm just going to go to the ASICs. This is something that I posted on the 25th of July. So you go to the deal, you can see the deal page. And as you can see, there's a discount. So if you're interested, if you're like, oh wow, this is something that I like, I want to vote it up. He won't let you vote unless you're logged in. So this is the key thing. Like, you have to be a member to vote. So another thing is, if you want to post a deal, you have to be a member as well. So clicking the post button won't work unless you're logged in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, and you can also see the user. I'm just going to quickly break this down. The Apple refurb is taken from the domain name. So it would be like Capstone Deals, I suppose, if it was a Capstone Deals site. You got the price, the original price, the new price, the discounted price, a brief description, and the user who's uploaded it. Now, if I want to kind of log in, I'm just gonna do John Smith at email.com. So what you'd get is like your profile essentially, and it shows you how many deals you posted. This hasn't been implemented, but I'm just going to create because it's a community-based site, the idea is to create a comments-based system and a rank. Depending on how many likes the user gets, they'll be ranked, and it's kind of gamifying this app. And the higher the rank, the more commission the user can earn. And again, this is the last deal that this user uploaded, and there's a few others. You can see it's different times, and if they wanted to sort of remove the deal that, let's say, actually this deal wasn't meant to be posted, they don't like it anymore, they can click remove. It'll give them a warning, you can remove it, and then it'll blank it out. And in the front end, it will also not be there. However, if that was a mistake and you thought, you know what, actually I accidentally removed it, you can undo that and it'll come back. So yeah, there's that. You can log. Actually, let's just go back to here because I just wanted to show you the issue I'm having. Actually, forget the issue. The top tabs, they have a function. The host is whichever one is voted the highest in terms of the heat, I suppose. Trending is usually in the last 6 hours, whatever is trending, whatever's been voted high. But obviously, I've not posted anything in the last 6 hours. The idea again was that people would have posted their own thing in this group. All is everything based on the date that it's been posted. And then there's categories. You can pick which categories you want. So if you've got pick sports and outdoors, which there's nothing there, so I don't know why I picked that. Fashion, even though there's a picture of a phone, it's just a generic phone. It's not a phone. It's meant to be. The categories is based on clothing and like shoes and whatnot. What else? There's about us. You can find me. There's a little map here. You can click the map and then you can view us on map. I've apparently taken over Sigma School, but hopefully one day I'll have my own place. And so the issue is you would have been able to click on the deal, and there would be a deal card. It would allow you to edit the deal. It would give you more information on the deal. Edit if you're the person who posted the deal. You can vote on the deal. There'll be more information, but for some reason it's not coming up. And yeah, so you can vote on the deal now that should have been only if they're logged in, but looks like it's not quite working out. But again, the endpoints have been screwed, so I'll have to work on that. So having said that, let me go back to my presentation. I see this whole journey as the end of chapter 1. It's just the beginning. These 3 months have given me a platform to start continuing my journey on. Takeaways, it's been incredibly difficult, I think, given the time that we've been given and how many things we have to learn. I've learned to think differently. I've learned to problem solve. I've learned to have patience and to never give up. Like, now. Even though my code's not working, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to carry on designing it and hopefully deploy it. And I've also learned you need to take a rest. You can't just, although I haven't taken a rest in the last like 48 hours, you need to take a rest to, to just take a step back and look at what the hell's going on, because you can kind of be narrow focused otherwise. To conclude, incredibly tough introduction to software development. It has given me the tools to grow and the confidence to develop further. And I mean that. It's something, I thought I'd kind of figured everything out, but you always, learn whenever you're put under pressure. With that said, I want to thank all the mentors, Daven, Safa, been very helpful, and Glenda, who's also helped at the end, very helpful. Especially in times where I've struggled with debugging and kind of pulled my hair out at times. And also my classmates, it's something that one of the reasons why I picked this place is because I wanted to have classmates around me to experience the journey together. And I think, whoever has been in the class or outside or online, we've had this journey together, and it's always a journey better taken together than walked alone. All right, thank you guys.